Hello and welcome to Idea TV Midday News. I am Chinatu Oji. We begin with the headlines. FG shuts down 22 illegal colleges of education across Nigeria. USAID cuts back fears of new HIV surge in South Africa. NDLEA arrests Lagos widow for smuggling cocaine with fake pregnancy. Away from Africa, UK to overhaul migrants' appeal system to cut backlog. And in business, Lagos to host major tourism exhibition targeting global stakeholders. In sports, Zenith Bank Women's Basketball League Phase 2 kicks off today. Now the news in full. The federal government has closed down 22 illegal colleges of education operating across Nigeria. This action was part of a major crackdown led by the National Commission for Colleges of Education, NCCE, aimed at eliminating unlicensed institutions that threaten the quality and integrity of the country's education system. According to the NCCE, the discovery came during a nationwide enforcement exercise which included personal audits and financial monitoring of all 21 federal colleges of education. The Commission disclosed this in a document outlining its recent achievements, emphasizing the need to safeguard students and maintain education standards. President Bola Tinubu had earlier directed every education regulatory bodies, including the NCCE, National Universities Commission (NUC), and National Board for Technical Education (NBTE), to intensify efforts against what he described as certificate millers. Represented by Yakia Ilasu of the Federal Ministry of Education at the 14th convocation of the National Open University, Tinubu reiterated his administration's commitment to weeding out fake institutions and restoring confidence in Nigeria's higher education system. Moving on, South Africa, home to the world's largest HIV population, is facing renewed fears of rising infections after the United States withdrew about $427 million in funding for treatment programs. The courts have already forced the closure of 12 clinics, leaving more than 63,000 people without access to vital care, disrupting medication for up to 220,000 orders. Patients say they've been turned away from public hospitals, while some are now resorting to the black market where HIV drugs cost nearly twice as much. The government has vowed to prevent the collapse of its HIV response, but admits it is struggling to fill the gap. Activists warn that without urgent solutions, the country could see more infants born with HIV, rising deaths, and a reversal of years of progress. Yvette Raphael of the Advocacy Prevention of HIV and AIDS group says the U.S. support covered critical gaps the state could not fix, stressing that people are scared of going backwards. Meanwhile, experts say the crisis could have ripple effects across Africa, the continent hit by HIV. While Washington has defended the court as a shift in priorities, many South Africans fear the damage is already done. For thousands of patients, what was once a lifeline of free treatment has become an uncertain fight for survival. In another news, a 50-year-old widow fashion designer, former Henrietta Ezuike, has been arrested by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) for attempting to traffic 1.3 kilograms of cocaine using a fake pregnancy disguise. Ezuike, who operates Golden Star Creation, a fashion business in Okota, Lagos, was caught at a bus terminal in Jibo while en route to deliver the drugs to clients in Abuja. Following her arrest, NDLEA agents conducted a follow-up operation at her residence where they recovered 200 grams of a chemical cutting agent used in cocaine processing. According to the agency's spokesperson, Femi Babafemi, the suspect told investigators she inherited the drug trade from her late husband despite being in the fashion industry for 20 years. Meanwhile, the NDLEA also made several other major busts across the country, including the seizure of 90 parcels of cannabis concealed in kitchen sinks from the U.S. and the interception of over 450,000 pills of opiates in Kano. Operations in Adamawa, Abuja, and other states led to multiple arrests and the destruction of cannabis farms as the agency intensified its nationwide crackdown on illicit drug trafficking. Away from Africa now, in the United Kingdom, immigration remains at the center of heated public debate as fresh protests broke out over the weekend. Anti-migration rallies led to clashes with police, while thousands of anti-racism demonstrators held counter-protests in response. The tension comes as the Labour government prepares to unveil the new strategy to address the growing backlog of asylum cases. At the heart of the plan is the creation of an independent panel to handle appeals from rejected asylum seekers. Currently, cases take more than a year to be heard, during which applicants are housed at taxpayers' expense, with more than 51,000 pending cases and a record 110,000 asylum applications filed in the last year. The government hopes the reforms will speed up decisions and reduce costs. The overhaul also includes phasing out the use of hotels to house asylum seekers, following a recent court ruling that forced the removal of migrants from a hotel in Epping. Ministers say the new system will legally require appeals to be resolved within 24 weeks, a move aimed at easing public anger and addressing immigration as the country's top political concern. Let's go on this quick break. The news continues on the other side. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Idea TV Media News. Now, on the rest of the stories in business. Lagos is gearing up to host a landmark cultural and tourism exhibition this December, expected to draw 15,000 stakeholders and above from across Nigeria and abroad. The 3D event, organized by MIGBACHI Expo, aims to revive Nigeria's underperforming tourism sector by showcasing the country's cultural wealth and economic potential. Organizers say the exhibition will also reach hundreds of thousands more online through global streaming and social media platforms. Migbachi Expo CEO Akinwale Alabi says the event will spotlight the economic opportunities in tourism, calling for more deliberate government involvement and investment. He described Nigeria as sitting on a gold mine of untapped tourism potential. Highlights of the exhibition include free tourism trips, training workshops, interstate collaborations, and showcases of cultural heritage by participating states. International delegates, including the Irish Commissioner, are expected to attend with support from Dublin's Idea Hub. Tourism consultant Ayo Leshin added that countries like Germany and South Africa have turned local culture into billion-dollar industries, and Nigeria should do the same. Both Alabi and Oleshin stressed the need for a shift in mindset and a coordinated effort to transform cultural assets into viable economic drivers. And now in sports, the second phase of the 2025 Zenith Bank sponsored Nigeria Basketball Federation NBBF Women's Premier League, known as Atlantic Conference, officially begins today at the University of Ilorin Multi-Purpose Sports Center. This phase will run until September the 1st, with teams competing fiercely for spot in the finals. Meanwhile, the Savannah Conference Phase 2 also kicks off today in Jos, featuring strong contenders such as Air Warriors and Plateau Rocks, among others. Perpetual Clement, chairperson of the Women's Basketball Premier League, confirmed that all necessary arrangements have been made to ensure smooth and successful competition in both conferences. She highlighted the Federation's commitment to sticking to the scheduled dates, while teams including defending champions Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries MFM Basketball and First Bank aim to build on their strong performances from the first phase held in Benin. Dame Adora Umoji, Group Managing Director and CEO of Zenith Bank, praised the league's role in developing Nigerian basketball talents over the years. The final 8 teams will face off in Lagos from September 14 to 18 to determine the ultimate champion. And that is all we have for you on the Idea TV Midday News. But before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Federal government shuts down 22 illegal colleges of education across Nigeria. USAID cuts back fears of new HIV surge in South Africa. NDLEA arrests Lagos widow for smuggling cocaine with fake pregnancy. Away from Africa, UK to overhaul migrant appeal system to cut backlog. And in business, Lagos is set to host a major tourism exhibition targeting global stakeholders. And in sports, Zenith Bank Women's Basketball League Phase 2 kicks off today. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms at Idea Television. I remain Chinatu Oji. Thank you for watching.